Have you watched the new interview of Emma Watson on Purpose podcast with Jay? There is one thing that she said that resonated with me so bad, and I think would resonate with so many of us. Not just with her on her insanity that we can't even comprehend, but it can speak to us. So let's take a listen and let's chat about it afterwards.
As we mentioned earlier, I'm just not thick-skinned. Maybe I just wasn't built for those kinds of highly competitive environments. It broke me. Yeah.
This was difficult to watch, honestly.
But in a way, I'm proud that it did, because I guess that means I have something left to break. I have a heart left to break.
And that hit me.
So it was a hard learning, but I think there's something that I'm proud of in a way, that there were certain things I couldn't withstand. I'd much rather keep my humanity.
So yes, you guys, when she said that little line of keep your humanity, it just is everything that I have ever thought. And I don't think that she even realized how many people she can touch with that one sentence. And obviously, most of us will never really understand the extent where she is coming from, of pressure of doing something for success, for money, for achievements, for growth, whatever it is, for impressing other people, but actually choosing yourself over those things. And I don't think that she understood it at the time when she said, I don't know if she know what she has said there, that just really, really spoke to me. And this whole interview, honestly, is brilliant. You have to go and watch it. And that sentence, keep your humanity, just stuck with me so much. And also, like, heart left to break. And that she had still boundaries of things that she couldn't cross just because of sake of these kind of milestones, and that expectations of you because you are well known, you have good salary, you like do all these amazing things, you just have to beat a bullet and do the things. And I feel like we can reflect that on everyday life of ours as well, that we go into these corporative cultures, we hustle and bustle and just break ourselves, because for what? And that's why I also left my full-time job, because I felt myself that I'm just kind of losing my mind, because I know that I will, at the end of the day, this doesn't matter. Like, what makes me happy, what makes me sane is not how much I make in a month, in a year, how people think of me because I have achieved certain position, I have, like, it doesn't matter whatsoever. And yeah, the fact that she said those things, obviously in complete different like landscape, but it just resonated with me. And I thought that maybe I have to talk about this with you guys, because there must be more of us who think that way. I have seen so many TikToks recently as well, that people are in these competitive environments and are trying and are doing this for what, and are literally screaming in their heads because they no longer can sustain it, and they are slowly starting to mumble these like kind of awful but truthful sentences or words that they want to say to the employees, to their teams, to like whatever it is, and they just want to explode and just cannot do this anymore. And yeah, it's just that you don't need to sell yourself for something, and you don't need to lose yourself. There's so many beautiful things that she said and reflections of her journey, and that, as I said, is on different scale of us, most of us, but it just is also in our day-to-day life. Like Jay also said, that most people probably feel those things, and it just, hearing someone at that level say that, it's not just you are kind of ungrateful or big-minded of yourself, or you think more of yourself than others. It just, you want to care for yourself, and you don't want to just fit in a mold because society says you to do, and you have certain expectations from people and society, and you put those stress, like literal weights on you day after day, year after year, and you slowly are just losing yourself. And also, like, about the shoes that they feel in society, about to gain like power, fame and like greediness over other people, and for what? Like, in the process you literally are pushing most things away, including yourself. And when you reach that point that you think is the main point that you need to get to, you're alone. You have nothing left. Like, obviously for them, for actors, musicians, whatever it is, on a high like a profile person, as she also called herself, like Emma Watson. It's not like even attainable avatar, as she said. Like, we get there, but we have no one left. We have lost our friendships. We have lost our connection with families. We have lost so much. For what? For a paycheck? For title? It's not, I don't know. I don't think it should be worth it. I don't think it should be what life is about. It should be about inner peace. And also, she said, if it costs any part of my peace, it's just too expensive for me. And it just reflects again on myself. And probably you can relate to that as well. When you are in these high competitive places, workplaces, and you have expectations of yourself from so many people, and then you put that on yourself, and then you slowly see yourself go. You look at yourself in the mirror, you're just so drained, you are exhausted, you are not happy at all at the end of the day. All you think about is the thing that doesn't really matter in your life. Like, it's really extreme to think that way, but if you die tomorrow, those places will replace you in a couple days, in a week. And in a month time, 2 months time, people will not even think about you anymore. And the fact that you are literally working yourself to the bone to get to place and think that you are something or someone, and if something happens, you will be replaced so soon. There's be someone else who will fill that shoes. And the fact that we think that we are so important for something when we are not valued at all is crazy. I feel like that's the main part I want to say, is the fact we are not valued in those places. We are literally just filling shoes for a specific thing, and in our heads maybe we are building up this expectation and like point of view that we are this and that, but we are replaceable at all times. And the fact that we overwork ourselves and just lose so much of our time, valuable time of our best years for literally nothing is mad. So I hope that this can resonate with you. I wrote a lot of different things from this podcast and what they just said in that little snippet, but I think you probably understand what I'm saying and what I want to get across here, and I hope it can resonate with you. And I know it's not possible for all of us to just drop everything we are doing, but we can slowly work on it and slowly maybe try to change the corporative culture. And one thing that also she said is, if I work on a project, for example for her it was a film, and if the director doesn't value me before the finished product, it doesn't matter. And I think basically every single company that is there out there will use you less than what the actual product is. They don't care what you are doing, how you feel, how much it takes out of you. They just care that you will finish the thing and bring in money for them. They don't care about you, and it's so sad, but it's reality. And she said that she worked with one other director, and she said that for the first time she has ever heard that the director will go home to his wife and kids to do a certain thing, and she was like, oh my god, he put something before the thing, and he was for the people that work on this project. And she said that she gave more of herself that she has ever done on a project, because she feels valued from the director, and she feels that she can give more, because there is this two-sided relationship there. And if you feel valued from one side, you're like, okay, I'm gonna give from myself as well, because we are as a team, we work for something, but we care for each other. I hope you understand what I mean. And mostly there's just one-sidedness at all times. And when you go to interviews, you do whatever, what you chose us, what you do this, what you do this. and it's always from us to give them. It's never about what they will give to us. Obviously they will be like, yeah, we'll give you insurance, like free gym, I don't know, whatever it is, just to get you in, like kind of in this trap that these are the minimal things that we will offer to you, so you are down to be sacrificing your time that you will never get back, and to get paid probably minimal wage for what you're doing, and you're doing like 5 people job at least. So I could talk about this so much, because I think the society how we are living is so messed up, and we are literally, the world in general is messed up. We are living in a concept that we have made for ourselves that doesn't make actual sense whatsoever. We are just making ourselves into some sort of slaves for no apparent reason, and that life just goes by, and you are like in your 60 years old, if you're lucky to get to that age, and you're like, I didn't do anything. And also going back to TikTok and like people being approached on the street with older people, like, what would you do if you would turn back in time? And they would not put career as their front line. They want to travel, they want to see the world, they want to make friendships, connections, and memories to have for the rest of their lives, and not bank statements that they will have the position that they got at early age. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. So I hope this speaks to you, and link in the description to the full episode. It's 2.5 hours long. It's on the longer side, but I would watch this any day over any movie, because it's reality that they talk about, and it's not science fiction. It's literal lives that have been impacted from so many aspects, and go check it out. It's incredible. Honestly, Jay, thank you so much for doing what you are doing, and you open a conversation for so many people. And I don't know if everyone picked that one line of keep your humanity as much as I did, and it costs any part of my piece, it's too expensive, and I like that there's something still to break, that I have still a soul, and I haven't becoming so cold and rigid and so one-faced that there's nothing left of me, that I have given everything up to just do that one thing. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you have any other maybe suggestion of this, I mean, I could talk about so many different things from this episode alone that I think should be as separate topics of so many things to just make a conversation about, because it's so important. So yeah, if you have watched the interview, please let me know in comments down below what you think about it. And yeah, can you relate or what she said? Have you chosen yourself over what we are expected of us, and the greediness and like power that doesn't really matter? Have you chosen yourself, or you're still in that position and you know that you are kind of drowning and you want to get out? And kudos to you, and like they even recognize that there's an issue there, and you are thinking of you first. So yes, anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next one real soon. So yeah, bye.